What's up?
Hey, what's up?
No, welcome back.
Welcome back.
So it's been a fun week, and
hmm
we just want to
Fun couple weeks.
fun
Yeah.
couple weeks. Oh yeah,
Yeah. It's
definitely
been a
couple
couple
weeks.
weeks.
So we just want to recap on that.
hmm
We had our daughter quinceañera.
Yeah, finally.
Oh, that was beautiful.
hmm
That was so beautiful. Like everybody came, um, from back home and family,
hmm
friends, and celebrated. She had a horse and carriage, bring her in.
Yeah, beautiful. She was a real life princess for
Oh yeah,
sure.
no,
Yeah.
she definitely was, and
Uh-huh.
like to do the whole uh I did the whole cowboy theme, the El Vaquero,
Uh-huh.
and when we were sitting at the park, we had the old Spanish guy come up to me and
Yeah.
say, "You look like a vaquero," and I was like,
Uh-huh.
"Hey, 'cause that's my thing."
Yeah, that
They
was the
call me El
goal. That's what they
Vaquero,
call you.
so it was pretty dope, man.
hmm
And but y'all look nice, of course, you
hmm
know, but to spend that time with family and everybody that knows us to see like, oh my goodness, I remember y'all had her in high school and now she's 15 years old
hmm
and they get to celebrate her with us,
Yeah.
It was a lot of crying too though. Like
Yeah.
so many people were teared up. I mean, I was crying like
Yeah.
I
You
cried
would
more than
stop
you.
crying. Yeah,
Like,
you did cry more than me.
when I kept
You
the
did.
glasses on because I was like every time everybody said something, it was just like, look, man,
yeah.
and every time I looked at her, she just having fun. It was emotional. But
Yeah, I think the beautiful thing about it was that because people don't get to see us all the time when we come down, it was like a family reunion slash friend reunion. And everybody got together for one purpose and was united and were able to fellowship
yeah,
and catch up with everybody. And they can see, like, wow, like y'all were kids when y'all left. Look at how y'all have grown and look at your daughter and
mhm,
how she's grown. So I think that that made it 10 times more beautiful than honestly any other quinceanera that would have happened naturally that you see them all the time. I think that really is what capped it off.
yeah, and
Yeah.
and I was happy that we were able to provide to that level. Like
hmm
she didn't have a small birthday party, and like
hmm
it was grandiose for her,
Absolutely. Yeah.
and she whatever she wanted, she
Yeah.
had it, and it's not a money thing.
hmm
It's more of a wow, your parents are able to
hmm
get you what you need,
hmm
and for her to be taken care of that way and family to pitch in and say, hey, I'll cover this. Let
hmm
me get this,
hmm Yeah.
I think that was
hmm
amazing. But
Yeah.
we'll throw some pictures or
Yeah, we'll
something
throw
in there
some
to
pictures so you
see
guys
it.
can
But
see. But yeah, she was beautiful.
yeah, that was nice, man.
Yeah.
Um, what else?
Um, I
Let's
mean a
get
lot of
into it
stuff. Yeah, a
then.
lot of stuff happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's get into it. Let's talk about the T app.
Yeah. Yeah, we've
This
been
thing.
talking about the T app. A lot of people have been talking about the T app, and I didn't, I'm a little bit removed from social media and stuff, so I wasn't really sure what the T app was
Yeah.
until you kind of brought it up,
Cause
right?
I
You were
was lost. I
saying,
just kept seeing everybody talking about it on
uh huh,
Facebook,
uh huh,
and it's like, "Oh, girl, they put me on this app or whatever."
hmm
Like people was talking. I'm like, what app?" I'm
yeah,
thinking they talking about Twitter or something. And
yeah,
yeah, it was like crazy. So I finally Googled it and
hmm
it was like, "What is this T app thing?"
hmm
And it broke it down. I'm like, "Oh, this is crazy."
hmm
And then when I got on YouTube, I'm seeing people like talk about the after effects of it and like what's happening.
right, right,
That is crazy.
yeah. I had mentioned it at work to a couple of the people, and they knew what it was. I was
Yeah.
just like, oh, my husband was talking about the T app and stuff. And they were saying that it's a whole waiting list. Like you had to get verified and everything because it's
To
just so
get on
many
the app.
people trying to get into the app now because they've been so much talking about it that they even just there's a whole waiting list. And you got to get approved, verified. You got to send in identification and everything to get into the app,
And
which is
it's a girls
crazy.
only app. Like you
It's
have to be a
crazy.
female to be on the app.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like for females only.
hmm
So my understanding, it started out as a
hmm
you can get on there and it was for safety of women, and
Right.
be like, hey, is this guy a serial killer that I'm about to go on a date
Yeah,
with or
which is
something like
crazy.
that?
That's a real.
I mean, but I don't trust it. Like you can say that's what it's for.
Mhm.
You know that people gonna go in there and be spicy.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So
You're
yeah,
right.
I never trusted it for like when they said
Mhm.
it's for to see if he's a serial killer, to see if he's
Right.
really secretly married. It's like if the world has gotten that crazy that you can't just go trust the first date, you might as well just start meeting people at the police precinct and run background checks on each other before y'all start
yeah.
dating. Like You're gonna go to an app.
Mhm.
Anybody can lie on the
Yeah,
thing.
anybody could lie. Mhm.
That's what's scary to me. Like if I was
Mhm.
a single man and I had to go
Mhm.
into the world right now,
Uh-huh.
oh my God, what do you do? You pretty much need to just stay in the house because
I mean, I just tell women, go back to basics. Meet somebody through mutual friends. That's the
yeah,
best way to do it.
yeah,
You can get your verification from somebody you know you trust. Like these dating apps, they can be a little sketchy, can be a little scary, and vice versa. Like men don't know why these women are on these apps. Like women lie too.
yeah.
Are they there for money, for a free meal? What is it exactly that? Why haven't you been matched yet?
And look at this. Think about this though. If we're meeting on
Mhm.
Tinder or whatever, right?
Mhm.
If I gotta meet you on an app and then go to another app to verify you,
Mhm.
we doing too much.
Yeah. Too much
So
is going
it's
on.
like, what are y'all doing? Like,
Yeah.
just go to church and meet somebody. Like at this point, it's way too much
Mhm.
going on. So what I'm seeing the backlash from that is it end up being like they were just putting guys on there, and it would just became a bash party. Like,
Mhm.
oh yeah, I met him.
Mhm.
He whoop de whoop, and now
Bitter baby moms
all
and
types of
angry exes and
yeah
stuff like that. I mean, it's not fair to the men as well. Hate to sound like that, but there are some people like how do you trust that woman? Like, right? You don't trust that man, but how do you trust a woman? How do you verify that what she's saying is for your benefit?
yeah.
Because some people are that catty or that, petty that they will say things because they're upset with the way you handle the relationship or
Hmm.
the date, or you had one date and you ain't follow up, you was
Yeah.
uninterested. People don't handle rejection.
Nah, so
That's
now
the problem.
so you can go
So,
on this
mhm,
that well, like you said, say you went on one date with this girl,
mhm,
y'all didn't like each other for whatever
yeah,
reason, or she's mad now. She getting on there saying all types of stuff
yeah,
about you. You can't even defend yourself,
right,
and I don't know, that's scary, man. Like I get the
mhm,
girls that if you truly innocently are saying, I just want to be safe out here.
yeah.
Okay, it's other
Who do
ways.
you
Like,
trust? Like, you can't
yeah,
trust a woman, you can't trust a man. Who the hell you trust?
maybe like what would be a good
Mhm.
idea is a matchmaking service.
And which is funny, I was just listening to another podcast. It was some girl from Dubai,
Hmm.
and she started a matchmaking service because she would just match people, like she said.
Business move, good.
Yeah,
I'm
she was
always
just
looking.
doing it. Just she was like, "Oh, I match people all the time, not just relationship wise, but like partnerships,
Hmm.
business aspect of it. Like I would just that's just what she was good at." And she was like, "How about like, all these people are saying that they are having issues. They're just having issues connecting. Like, the girl you may want don't live in the area, maybe she live over there or whatever it may be." And she started a business in matchmaking.
You know what? We just
Mhm.
we just came up with a money move. Like we should do that. We
Mhm.
make a little
Yeah.
business. I mean, not a business.
And it's legit. She
Make
has,
a
yeah.
matching service
Yeah, she
because.
has people verify who they
Mhm.
are. There's no, so it's basically like you go through this verification process where you can trust both ends. Because that's the
Coming
issue,
soon.
right?
Coming
Trusting both
soon.
ends.
That's the one. That's really good because
Mm.
if you on Tinder
It's
and
hard. It's hard right
all
now.
the different apps and doing this
Hmm.
stuff, first you got to figure out, are you
Hmm.
on there to actually find a
Exactly.
husband or a wife, or are you just looking for
Hmm.
hookups? Like, so, but if you're looking for a husband and wife, not saying it can't happen, but it's very rare that you're going to meet somebody on one of these apps
Yeah.
and actually stay a long-term, husband or wife. Because
Hmm.
I could only imagine too if you meet on Tinder, and I don't really know the names of
And
the other
yeah,
shit.
and with those apps too, what ends up happening too is it's a lot of repetitive the beginning, right?
Right.
What do you like? What's your favorite color? What do you
Mm.
eat? It's a lot of that. So if you keep doing that over and over and the guy or the girl ends up not being somebody who you're interested in, it's kind of very defeating. So it's like where do we find where we can kind of skip that? Profile, maybe you put that on the profile. Your favorite color is green. You like to eat sushi, whatever it may be. Skip that beginning part and go straight to, are you a person that I can see myself with? What are your values? You know, what do you value?
But
How were
that
you
goes
brought
to
up,
my point though. Do you think most people are on the app to actually look for a husband or a wife, or is it just for hookup culture? Like, because you know what
Mhm.
they say, it's a lot of women who be on these apps
Mhm.
looking for a free meal.
Yeah.
Like literally, like yeah, I
I
need
think
something to eat. Want to go to a nice restaurant?
initially I think some people just like, "Oh, I just want a partner. I need somebody. I want somebody. I don't want to be alone, right?" And then you hit a certain age and it's panic.
Mm,
You know, so I think initially a lot of people the intention is like, "Oh, I want a boyfriend, I want a girlfriend." You know, I'm not looking for anything serious. Their their parameters are very different when they begin, and then as they age or they see everybody else growing, getting married, they panic.
that's when they start going.
That's when they're like,
But
"Oh, now I want a husband. I've been on here for 5 years on this app,
now,
and now I'm looking for a
but for
husband."
guys, I think I'm gonna just go out there and throw a number out. 86.3% of men on dating apps are just looking for a hookup. Like,
Mhm.
I don't think they're going in there trying to take the women that's on these apps serious.
I don't think they trust that process if it
No,
makes sense. Like
because
they're
you
like,
can.
if I find you on this app, I don't know. I know how I got you.
Yes.
How did everybody else get you?
If
Yeah.
she's been on 30 Tinder dates, he got to sit there after they start talking
Do
for
they have
a
like
month.
ratings and stuff like stars and stuff?
Because I don't have
Oh,
that
I
app.
don't know.
I don't. What if I was able to break it down and
Five
be like,
star
so
bitch.
yeah, first of all, the way it works is I don't know all that stuff.
Excuse my language.
But if
5 star
if
ratings.
he had to sit down, if you meet a girl on here and on the app or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and then after a while, he has to think like, how many other people you
Yeah.
matched with and
Who
hung
brought
out
you
with?
to the same restaurant? Because you said this was your favorite restaurant.
Yeah.
I brought you here. Who
And guys
else
don't
brought you
take
here?
that well, where it's
Yeah.
like, oh my goodness, they gotta think like every time they go out with her, like, is this did you or somebody say hi to her, like, is that
Men like
somebody you met
exclusivity. Yeah.
on Tinder? Like,
Uh-huh.
like how do you know him? Like what?
Right.
So I think it leads to putting negativity in a relationship, I guess.
Somebody give me your take on it.
Yeah.
Somebody in the audience
Mhm.
who's on these apps. What is your experience and what have you came across? Cause we don't know.
I don't know. So
I get a lot of my friends they talk about it, but I don't search too deep. You know, it can be a little personal. I don't want
it
to
do
ask
seem
what.
pretty
Yeah,
personal. It
it's
do.
very personal. Like, okay, you went to that dinner and what else happened? Like, I don't want
Yeah.
to ask all that.
No, but
All
this is
right.
the apps are funny. But the
Yeah.
T app is very what they say diabolical to be throwing that man on this app talking about some. Do y'all got any tea on him,
Yeah,
girl?
he
If you
got
don't
5
go
baby
there,
moms. What is you why are you even looking at that dude? Let him
yeah,
go. Let him
like come
go.
on, have a conversation. The world has got that toxic with relationships that you
Yeah.
got to be posted. Men, y'all need to stop meeting up with these girls on the Tinders and the other apps because you gonna end up on some T shit. They gonna have you up in the T app,
Yeah, you gonna
and
be on
it's
that
gonna be a
app.
whole bunch of girls talking about, yeah, girl, he did this. His breath was stinking. Yeah, girl, I thought he was good. He ain't even pay the bill. And then they
Yeah.
making up stories and they adding stuff. So to stay clean and stay out of it,
Just don't be in it.
just don't be in that mix. Just try to meet wholesome women at wholesome places, man. And
Like church.
yeah, like go to church or something because
Go to a
it's
nice event. You know
it's
what I'm saying?
scary though.
Yeah.
Like I'm genuinely scared for men because all it takes is one lie and that's it for you. So
Mm.
we just got to do a better job as men is picking where we meet these people and how
As women too, you know, like
hell
you
yeah.
can't think you're gonna find somebody wholesome on one of these apps, you know. And if you're so scared as to what you don't know, like what is happening behind your back, and then that's not the person you need.
Christian Mingle. Go to Christians Mingle and that's probably a good one. Is you ain't no Christians
Nah.
farmers meet?
Farmersmeat.com. That was
Yeah.
a good commercial.
That was actually pretty funny. But farmers meet something like that. But don't be on everybody,
Right.
everybody wild ass where you end up on the T app. Or
Uh,
you end up on them Facebook pages talking about we dating the same man. Moving on.
yeah, we moving on to that.
So can you explain the topics of the day, my love?
Yeah, I really wanted to get into this power couple stuff, right?
Okay.
I think people are confusing what a power couple is. So we'll talk about that. Um, Also boundaries. So boundaries in friendships, which is very important in relationships, either romantic or, platonic, friendships. Also wanted to go into topic with gaslighting, right? Because we often talk about gaslighting within relationships, but not gaslighting in friendships,
Mm.
right? So that's where we got to put the spotlight on, because a lot of times I hear girls, me included, say I don't have a lot of female friends,
Mm.
right? So let's hone into what exactly that means, and then we'll go a little bit into what is girl code and guy code, which is very important, because the lines start to blur a little bit, especially with the reality TV shows and things like that, and
Yeah, like
kind
you
of go
like
from
watching
there.
the Love Island and stuff.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, let's do it.
I love me a little Love Island.
I don't watch it, but you want to start there?
Yeah, we could talk about Love Island. Um, for a couple reasons, because I've seen the whole Nicolandria dynamic, and
Who
Nicolandria.
is that? That's one person.
Yeah, so they give them little cute names, like little, the couples that end
So
up.
her name is Nicolandria.
His name is Nicholas, and her name is Alandria.
Okay,
So they kind of, it's really, really cutesy or whatever like that. So anyway, I
Kimye.
seen, yeah, like Kim Ye or whatever. But first of all, the
Babe.
show, right? Because he don't understand why I watch the show. I mean, I understand why other people's watch it, but I watch it for a very specific reason, right? Nick and Landra, they said power couple. They honestly only been together 6 weeks. So people say power couple. Like, I'm thinking power couple is Beyonce and Jay-Z, not Nick and Landra, that they was swapping tongues with all 12 cast members, and now they made it off the island, and now they a power couple. So kind of just like distinguishing, like, power couple, like, we got to stop using these words so, you know,
Just loosely.
frivolously,
Somebody
very
define it.
loose. Like,
This
what
before I
is a
go to
power
power
couple?
couple thing. What is what? They just be kissing each other on the island?
Yeah, they just kind of be swapping. They be basically testing their connections, right? Testing their connections. I already see you a
These
little
people
bit
gotta go to
disappointed.
yeah. Go send them to jail. This is getting crazy. Like they just
All right, but let's
Nicolandria.
go into
Okay. All right. I'm
Nicolandria,
sorry.
power
Yeah.
couple.
Good. I
Like,
don't
they
mind.
look cute together, but that is not a power couple,
All right. We're gonna have to
right?
pull up some images of Nicolandria or something like that because this
They
is
look
crazy.
nice together. It's the
Okay.
aesthetic of it. Like, they look really nice together. I wish them well for the future. Maybe they
I
become
don't
something
leave
good
her.
together.
Get rid of them. Both of them. Throw Nick and Landry away. I don't want nothing to do with that. Throw them away. Out here kissing all over the damn island with everybody. So,
Uh-huh.
all right, power couples. Okay,
Yeah.
everybody. The first image that pop in your head when you say power couples is
Mhm.
who?
Beyonce and Jay-Z,
That's it.
honestly,
That's
for
of
the
course.
culture, honestly,
Yeah,
that's what it is.
culture
Then
wise, it's
us,
those.
it's them and then us.
Yes, I mean, first of all, I'm not putting nobody above us, so Jay Z and them can sit their ass down. That's a fact. They cool. You know what I mean? Jay Z, matter
Yeah.
of fact, Jay, call me, cuz. But yeah, they not above us.
Uh-huh.
But
Uh-huh.
anyway, yeah, because they made an image
Uh-huh.
that comes off as grown,
Uh-huh.
right? Like Beyonce ain't out here doing wild, like just putting herself out here doing wild things. She comes off
Not
as
in the
a
media.
no,
Yeah.
not in the
Yeah, you
media,
don't hear a whole lot of controversy,
but I mean the
from
way
that.
they
Uh-huh.
present themselves. Like
Yeah,
Jay Z
absolutely.
aged. He's not like he dresses now like a man of his age,
Mhm.
like a man of his
Mhm.
status. If Jay Z was still dressing like young boys,
Right.
we would be like, come on, dude, take the Timbs and jeans off. But Jay Z,
He
he started wearing
elevated.
suits and
Mhm.
he's doing these things and just presenting himself in a way like a man. And same thing with Beyonce. Like
Yeah.
Beyonce presents herself like a mother, like a wife.
Yeah, she's very like she has an essence to her, right?
Hmm.
And she started recently bringing out her daughters, Blue and then Remy, to her concerts and stuff. Kind of like introduction to her famous lifestyle,
Hmm.
and she brought them out very appropriately, and I think that that's something to really like um appreciate as a woman. Like, all right, you're a working woman, right? A woman of entertainment. Um you're making it a family establishment, right? You and Jay Z
It's
have
a
y'all thing
family
going on.
business.
Yeah. And now you have Blue Ivy out there that tours with her and dances with her, and then she
Dances, yeah.
started bringing little Remy out, which is hilarious because it shows that these kids are still very much kids, you
Yeah.
know, and like their influence their mom and dad has on them. Because you can see even when Blue Ivy first started stepping out, she was kind of mediocre with the dances up. Now she's a beast. She's out here killing these dance moves. They did this what's that group she was part of back in the
Destiny
day?
Child.
Destiny's Child, yes, excuse me. She brought out Destiny's Child, and in that same thing they brought out Blue, kind of like they were passing the torch to Blue.
Nice.
So I was just like this dynamic of like growth that has happened within the years in her career, and as she became a family woman, um, you know, like it's beautiful.
Yeah. But
Hmm.
yeah, I absolutely agree.
Yeah.
But like talking about the power couple thing,
Hmm.
people love to see a strong like family figure, you know?
Hmm.
It's
Yeah.
just like it's something to look up
Hmm.
to and aspire to be. So
Yeah.
if you when you have
So
a
what is a power couple? Would you say like define what a power couple is, and let's differentiate that between what society right now or social media is saying a power couple is.
all right, so I think
Hmm.
you got two different things. You got celebrity power couple,
Hmm.
which is this couple is good aesthetically together and
Hmm.
the thought of them being together is cool,
Hmm.
right? The Travis Scott and the Jenner woman,
Hmm.
right? I don't remember which one it is, but it's like, oh, the thought of them, they're two celebrities,
Hmm.
the Kanye and Kim, the thought of them being together and the aesthetics of them taking a picture and having kids, that's cool to people because it's celebrity.
Yeah.
Two quote unquote gods and goddesses that
Yeah.
got together. But a real power couple, in my opinion, is a couple who are actually working as a family and
Hmm.
it's a business together, right?
Hmm.
So people who look aesthetically pleasing, you just got
Yeah.
to add that in there because
Hmm.
ugly people, I mean, sorry, but if y'all can look good together
Yeah.
and be good together, and when people are around you, they feel the presence of like an actual love,
Yeah.
and you're
You want
making
people to feel
money.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're
Hmm.
making money together. You have the roles like it's a feminine woman and a masculine man.
Hmm.
You can tell how they take care of their family. I think that's
Hmm.
what a power couple
Yeah.
is in real life. That's what it looks like in real life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, and they've been through things, and they have overcame those things, and that et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
Right?
So without
Mhm.
saying me and you, I'm saying me and you
Okay. I appreciate that.
in real life. You know,
Mhm.
but so yeah, it's I think the celebrity part gets people twisted because
Yeah.
some main people call just any celebrity couple a power couple, and
Yeah.
it's like I don't think
And that's what's
that's always healthy.
honestly, the dangerous part about it is that, right, that people confuse real life with celebrity life.
Mhm.
And it's like, all right, you talk about you want to look good every single time y'all walk out, you know, and you're missing the whole fact that they argue, they barely see each other, you know, they show up for photo ops, you know, everything's all calculated for these celebrities, right? To make you like them. But then you go ahead and compare that to your real life, everyday life, working woman, working man, getting up every day, having to deal with everyday
Yep.
life because life be lifing, and those trials and errors of every day. Like, you know,
Yeah.
that's that's where the lines start to blur, and where people start comparing themselves to these social media things, and that's where they fail.
Yeah. You can't
Hmm.
be uh you can't work at Walmart and compare yourself to Machine Gun Kelly and his
Yeah.
woman. Like
Hmm.
it's just a different lifestyle. So
Hmm.
a power couple again don't gotta be rich, but it's a couple who actually works together and they're
Hmm.
actually in love. They're actually building. They're actually doing
Hmm.
something. A powerful bond, a family business.
Hmm.
I like that.
All right. So, with that being said, a lot of social media things and stuff like that. I want to move from the romantic aspect of it to the reality TV and friendships,
Mm,
right? So the same thing with how people compare their romantic relationships to celebrities and social media couples. I want to bring that aspect of friendships, women treating their friendships the same way, in case they can't identify with romantically. Another thing I've been like, I want to go back to that thing. Oh, I don't have a lot of female friends, or
Mhm.
girls, like they'll say there's a lot of negative feedback when I talk about uh adult women relationships, right? So I know you don't really understand Love Island and why. Like, some of it is kind of mindless to me. But honestly, when I look at Love Island and I'm looking at that experience, right? The girls with how they are with one another, and how the guys and how they kind of react with one another. I basically look at it as a case study, right?
You out here studying these old.
I ain't studying them, but I'm kind of seeing in real life, in these situations, how they react to that situation, right? And even though it's almost an exaggerated aspect of it, it happens in everyday life, right? So for me, watching all the girls have this girl code, and the guys have kind of like the guy code, and like who really stands by it,
Mhm.
and what each one interprets as guy code and girl code. That's just like a case study to me. Like, are you really like following guy code? Are you really following girl code? What is that relationship like? Because in the series for Love Island, you have kind of a little bit of a beef, but I don't want to say beef with yeah, all right,
Yeah, no, I'm just setting this up.
all right, a little bit of a beef with Alandria, Shelly, and Huda, based off
And
of
Huda?
her name is Huda. Okay, she's Muslim.
Okay, I'm sorry, man. You know what I mean? Assalamu alaikum, my sister, but the Huda is crazy. Good.
But you know that what the Huda means something in Islam.
All right.
All right, so there's a little bit of a dynamic that happens between the three based off of kind of one of the games that they play. So with these games, it's very centralized. They end up making out with one another. It's like exaggerate. I know, I get it,
Like, I'm
right?
about to cut the cable off in the crib. Like, this is crazy. We not watching this in my house. I said I do not allow debauchery or ratchetry.
Relax,
I stand. I
relax,
stand.
right? So I'm watching these girls engage, right? And they got this girl code, right? And they all doing the same thing, right? Don't know each other from a can of paint, but they got this girl code. They standing on business, whatever it may be. They all doing the same things, right? But when they get these connections, that's when they start to change what girl code means, what each one is allowed to do. Oh, you kissed him too long. Oh, you danced on him too long. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't allow that in real life, but now that you caught a little bit of a feelings, now that that girl can be potentially competition, you know, now, nah, she broke girl code. Make that make sense.
None of it makes sense
I
to
know
me.
it don't
This
make
is
sense,
crazy.
right?
It sounds like debauchery. It's like
Uh,
it's his immoral activities. Um, Jesus don't like it.
mm-hmm.
Jesus don't like Love Island. He told me himself. But
At the end
but
of the
the
day,
girl code thing, I get it. I
yeah,
get what you're saying. And
it's interesting that they come in with this type of um theory in their head, right? This is what girl code is. Oh, I don't care, girl. This is a game show or whatever it is. We all trying to find love, right? But the moment someone actually has a true interest in somebody, and they don't even, it's not even a matter like, hey, girl, I really like him. Don't, when we play these games, like, I really want to be with this man now, whatever.
so
Week
most
two,
of it
right?
is for show. Like
It
it's
is
a
for show, but
reality TV show.
it follows them out in real life
So
because
let's talk about
it
all right.
continues. You know
So
what I'm
let's talk
saying?
about it this way: girls in real life
Yes,
and how that
yes.
works.
So that's what I'm showing. What I want to like. Yes, it's reality TV, but I kind of just want to put that spotlight on what happens in real life. This happens in real life as well, and a lot of people won't address it. So when they speak about these friendships and stuff, at the end of the day, it is a competition still. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people won't acknowledge that. A lot of girls won't acknowledge that. And that's why they get their feelings hurt. That's why when female friendships break up, it hurts because a lot of girls take it emotionally. And when females compete, it's not like how men compete, right? So men compete and they compete and they lift each other up at the same time.
We
Like y'all
compete to make each
compete,
other better.
yes, y'all
Like if
compete,
I
yeah,
tell you that,
yeah.
yo, come on, bro, you out here stinking.
Hmm.
Laughingly, I'm trying to tell you to go wash your ass. But that's what we do as men. Girls would be petty and be like, oh girl,
They'll
that's
lie, knowing their girl look a hot mess,
yeah,
and won't say, "Girl, I don't know what's going on. Maybe you need to put a little extra deal,
yeah.
whatever it may be."
Or they gonna talk shit. They
Or
gonna
they're gonna
talk
talk
shit
shit
behind
behind
their
you.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. And that's what I want to kind of highlight is like why these female friendships are not lasting, why they're not true,
yeah.
you know?
And
Because
I,
they lie to each other. Girls lie to each other.
it's hard.
That's the
Like I always
problem.
say, we had this conversation in the past. When girls don't even like being around other girls like that
Hmm.
for too long. It doesn't work because they're so hypergamous that everything is a competition between each other to
Yes.
be like, I got to be the prettiest one in this room.
Yeah.
And if you're not, or you feel like somebody trying to one up you,
Hmm.
you're going to do something petty to one up them.
Yeah, you're like, how do I knock you down your peg so I
Yeah.
get up one peg? Like that's really what I kind of want to that's how I viewed the show. Maybe people didn't view it that way. It was very mindless and stuff. But I'm looking at the dynamics of each woman and how they are functioning and at what point they get upset. And I'm looking at like, oh, this is what happens in real life, but nobody wants to say that this is happening and this is why female friendships are not lasting, and that's kind of what I wanted to highlight is that there is a secret competition between female friendships, and unless us women acknowledge that in real time and we can say, hey, this is a issue, right, we can't move from that.
Yeah.
We're
Now
gonna keep lying to each other,
you can, but let me ask,
right?
let me ask the question in this way, and
Hmm.
it's going to come off as I don't care.
Go ahead, I don't
But
care.
is that just naturally?
So I can say from a very young age it's being taught to girls, right?
Okay.
Right? You got to be the prettiest, right? Because we as women are taught how do you develop into a woman, right? You get older, you get married, you get a husband, you get children. How do you gain that person, right? How do you gain that husband, right? And that's to be the prettiest, the smartest, and whatever it may be to get that husband, right? How do
Hmm.
I get my catch, right? And for you to be that person, you're in constant competition with other women, right?
I get it.
Right. So I think that as women, we are taught from very little how to compete with one another, but in the most negative way, right? Because what is the first thing that we say to each other when we want to hurt each other, right? As women,
You gonna call them a hoe?
HOE, yeah. You can say, oh, you a hoe. Or if you have a friendship, she wasn't a good friend. Why wasn't she a good friend? She didn't do this, she didn't do that. All she did was talk about herself. Every time she had an issue, she, it was always about her, her, her. We attack each other with words. Men, right? When they are in real competition, it's war, right?
Yeah, but that's why. But see, men understand the danger that can come from beefing, quote unquote.
Hmm.
So we not gonna go straight to petty arguments or petty beefs because we can punch each other in the face and somebody could die.
But that's
You
the
know.
underlying issue in women is that we don't compete in that same way. So that's why we have a lot of catty things happening in our
Yeah,
friendships.
but
That's why
that
we
but
have a lot of backstabbing. That's why we have a lot of mistrust with one another.
mhm.
That's why our friendships don't go longer than all right, friend group, right? One girl gets in a relationship. That friend and everybody else is gonna all the other girls gonna say she changed, she disappeared, she's not the
It's
same,
over.
right?
Hmm.
So
But that's why I'm taking it to. Is it? I don't think that it's necessarily taught to women. I think that this is the nature of the beast, right?
mhm,
Because the way y'all fight war
right.
is very meticulous, right? It's
Yeah.
you have to literally be smart. Like when we're out places, right? You observe
Mhm.
everything.
Mhm.
You can hear a conversation that somebody's having down the hall around the corner.
Mhm.
because you're just observing. Because in order for you to win, if something break out, you got to know
I gotta
you
outsmart
got to
them. Right.
outsmart
Mhm.
everybody.
Mhm.
I'm looking like, all right, that dude over there, all right, he big, he him. I'm gonna have to punch him in his face. I'm focused on
Mhm.
only danger. You looking at the whole
I'm
situation.
looking at danger from incognito
Yeah.
way.
So,
Where
but
what
like a
yeah,
spy, a
yeah.
woman,
Mhm.
you know why they use the Black Widow or Scarlett Johansson, all these
Mhm.
women spy movies, because women are very detail oriented, and
Mhm.
you have to be in order to get to move through the world a certain way.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
think that when women look at other women and get together, the competition is like, all right, I'm gonna play this game. Oh,
Yeah.
she looking at my man. Oh, she thinks she got
Yeah.
to get
But do
here.
I think people actually sit here and say this plus this, I gotta do this?
I don't
No,
think
absolutely
I
not. I
don't think
think
that
it's
they're
very I think that people are women are unaware of it. And I think
yeah,
that
and that's why I think it's natural.
once they are aware of what is actually happening behind internally, I think that's when you can build your strongest female relationships, your
Okay,
strongest
I get
to
what you're saying.
that's what I'm saying is like
So
as a
so
woman.
understanding like this is a natural occurrence, but
Mhm. Mhm.
we you don't have to be that way
Yes.
in these situations.
Yes.
So I agree with that 100%
Uh-huh.
because
Mhm.
if hmm, well it still depends though because
Mhm.
you don't want the single friend and the married friends hanging out like it usually if you got four married women and the two single friends it usually doesn't work out. The two single friends are gonna want to, hey, what y'all doing? They like, yo, we married with kids. Like
So
we're
that's
not
when
hanging out. We're not going and doing the same
But
activities.
that's when the understanding of it saying, "Hey, because you are married, I have to respect the fact that you're married and you can't be out to 2 a.m.
Hmm.
respectfully, right? Because of your beliefs. You're in a marriage. I gotta respect your husband. I don't want to put you in a situation that would put you in a bad situation with your husband, whatever it may be, right? That's where the awareness matters, you know? So it's okay, I understand, girl. Let me not be mad at you because you ain't out with 2 a.m. because you're married now. Why are you mad at your friend when she has her husband have boundaries or whatever it may be? Um, Respect that and be aware of it. That's where that awareness matters, and vice versa. I understand you're single. I understand you going to the club. You picked Friday. I can't go out
You
Friday.
ain't
You know what
going
I'm
to no
saying?
club with no single woman.
I
I don't care
understand
if
it.
she says Sunday, unless it's
Relax,
church.
relax. Anyway, so what I'm saying is that awareness factors matters, and you have to be smart enough to say, I understand that, and I can't be upset with you because you can't do what I do. That matters. That's where your friendships are gonna actually build and be long-standing friendships. Is what I'm saying. That makes sense.
No, it does.
Mhm.
I think I think overall
Mhm.
it comes down to do y'all even want to have that type of friendship, those type of friendships?
Yes.
Like that's why
Yes. That's why all these women, you think about it, there's always these like women empowerment groups.
mhm.
And like there's a lot of that, right? Oh, how do we uplift each other? But why are they not successful? Why can't women just get together and figure it out? And it's because they lack that self awareness and accountability for one another. And because they pretend that that is not a real problem and that you guys are in secret competition. And that's what I'm saying is that you are in competition. Realize that that competition can be something that turned positive. Do not use it negatively, meaning, okay, you don't agree with how somebody raised their child, don't go behind their back talking smack about it. You get what I'm saying? Bring that if it's something wrong, bring that awareness to that friend, right? And hopefully that friend is um intelligent enough
I don't think they're gonna
to
take it.
uh-huh.
There is no, and this is what we talk about, and I like
I
this. It's fun.
understand, yeah.
You cannot nicely say that as a woman to another woman.
Hmm.
Look, I know that's your son, but I don't think you should be feeding him French fries. Oh my, there's no woman in the world
Hmm.
that's going to take that serious.
Hmm.
So I think what I am saying is you have to understand
Hmm.
the nature of the woman, right? Of the girl. So
Uh-huh.
I know they everybody
Hmm.
wants to have this friendship and they want to do this,
Mhm.
But if you put too many women together in a room, a cat fight is about to break out.
Mhm.
It's only going to last for so much. That's why the
Mhm.
the husband and wife dynamic is so important sometimes. Where hey, we hang out, but we hang out as couples.
Mhm.
Hey, yeah, we do this thing where on Fridays we go for runs.
Right,
We
right.
go do these
Mhm.
things. But to say we're simply just friends and we hang out, it really gets. We've seen it because
Mhm.
how many times? Okay, if you take 10 women and say and ask them all a different question
Mhm.
about friends. How many friends you got? The first thing they say is,
I got a small circle.
"Yeah, I got my circle tight. I don't mess
Yeah,
with everybody.
exactly. Uh-huh.
I don't got friends. I got acquaintances." It's because it's very the dynamic of it is different.
Mhm. So
It's
all I
hard to
want to
be around it.
say at the end of the day is that that's why that is why it is. You know what I'm saying? Because women won't have that, don't bring that awareness and aren't realistic about those friendships. So if your friendship is gonna be only, girl, I'm off on Thursdays and I just want to go drink, be that, let that be that. Oh, I want to go out and I want all the dudes to holler at me. I'm gonna go with that group of single friends. You get what I'm saying? Let that, be aware of that. But don't make it, don't call it something else. You know what I'm saying? Don't say this is a woman empowerment group. When at the end of the day, y'all sit here and y'all argue with one another behind each other's backs. And y'all end up forming these different cliques. And when one do wrong, y'all all talk about her on the other side of the fence. That's all I'm saying. Like we have to stop that clear the smoke, you know? Be
So
aware.
be it. So be it.
Clear the
Smoke.
smoke. This is what it really is. If you want a legitimate friendship where you can tell your friend, hey girl, you ain't doing right. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you ain't been going to the gym. You getting,
Yeah.
we gotta stay healthy. If you can really have those conversations and have that real friendship, almost a real sisterhood, you have to bring awareness to what it really is. Shine light on the darkness of what a female friendship really hides, you know? How do you really build this woman empowerment group? Stop lying to each other. That's
Mhm.
it. Simple and fat.
Yeah,
That's
you
it.
said it
Mhm.
in the other episode
Mhm.
about how like
Mhm.
a lot of friends lie to each other just to
Yeah.
be agreeable, and then they
Mhm.
go behind their back and talk about them or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So no, I get it.
Mhm.
Now this with men, okay?
Uh-huh.
Men just simply say, "Hey, we boys, I got your back if you
Mhm.
need it, whatever." But you
Mhm.
don't have to. We not about to. Once you hit a certain age, especially, you're
Mhm.
not about to hang out with your boys every single day and act like this is a
Mhm.
uh how do you put it? Like it's not an emotional thing. It's very much like, look, what do you bring? In order to be my friend, you got to bring something to the table.
Mhm. And that's
Okay,
why
and
we
if you
regulate
don't, we would
differently.
never
Mhm.
be friends, and
Mhm.
we're okay with saying that. Like we just cut you off. There's no reason to hang out with another man if they don't bring anything to offer, right?
Mhm.
So I look at it like a pack of wolves, right?
Right.
I'm a dog. I'm out there, right?
Mhm.
I'm ready. I'm ready for war when war comes.
Mhm.
If I go somewhere with you and I look over and you look like you get your ass whooped, you cannot hang out with this pack of dogs.
Yeah.
So it's no argument. It's not like I'm gonna be, hey, can you hey, you need to get it together. Nah, man. We're gonna tell you, like, look, man, hey, you looking weak, man. Get
Mhm.
it together. And we
Right.
talked about like emotional intelligence.
Mhm.
If he's not emotionally intelligent enough to take what I said as face value, I'm just not gonna text him no more. He's not gonna come to the functions no more. We're not gonna do that. So that's how men kind of work. And
Mhm.
I know I speak a lot more harsher about it. So when I'm
Mhm.
talking about like the female dynamic, to break it down simply, or the female friendship
Mhm.
dynamic, is I think that we have to stop forcing friendships.
Mhm.
So for women, it's like when you get married and you're taking care of responsibilities and you have a husband, then there's really not too
Mhm.
many reasons to have a bunch of single friends.
Right. Right.
So that's
Mhm.
going to cause problems anyway. Or the single woman who's a little older, right? There's no reason to be hanging around young girls going to the club
Mhm.
and then being like, we don't get together or whatever.
Mhm.
It's like you hang around people who are like minded. doing the same thing. So if we're married and you hang out with
Right.
married couples, you won't have the problem of saying, "Oh my goodness, you keep wanting to go out on a Friday," because
Yeah.
that woman is married as well. So
Yeah.
just like choosing relationships, like a man chooses a wife or a wife choosing a husband, you have to have you have to be like-minded.
Hmm.
And if you go around unlike-minded people and try to make friendships, that relationship is going to fail. Is also going to fail.
Right. Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Exactly. I agree.
Yeah,
Um,
that was good though.
that was good.
It was
I
definitely
like your input as a man, and then me speaking from a woman's perspective.
yeah. Because I
Uh,
get what you're
mhm,
saying,
yeah.
100%.
But I don't think that a lot of other women, like, maybe they think it, but they won't say
They
it.
won't say it out loud. It's
Right.
you know
Yeah.
it's what's it called?
Because women
It's
are
blasphemy
emotional.
to talk about it. Like
Yeah.
they're going to
Uh-huh.
look at me and what I said and be like, "We ain't all like that," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Listen, let's just be honest."
Yeah.
Like you get what I'm
I
saying?
agree. And
Like
a lot
you
of
just
people
got
are
to
gonna
be
be
honest
like,
about
me
it.
and my girl friendship is not like that. But I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure that, when you wasn't around, somebody said something about how you didn't do for them.
yeah.
You know.
And you got to
Hmm.
be. You
Hmm.
end up being friends from a distance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Um, yeah, I like that
Hmm.
conversation because it also showed the dynamic of being like you're speaking
Hmm.
as a woman, like as a
Hmm.
strong,
Yeah.
and I'm speaking like from a man. Like I don't
Absolutely.
when you speak about those type of relationship problems, me and my boys don't argue about petty stuff.
Right.
So I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm really
And
thinking of
girls do.
and they
Girls have
do.
that
So
emotional
when we look at
argument.
the Love
Yeah.
Island stuff, like I don't get it. Like
Yeah.
I just
Hmm.
don't get why that's
Hmm.
even amusing.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
it makes sense for you, like
Yeah. It
that
makes sense to
because
me. Hmm.
you're watching how you and or not your friends
Yeah.
specifically, but how
Yeah.
people would interact.
How other groups, women groups work,
Right.
and that sort of thing.
And I think
Yeah.
we have a group of friends who are married
Hmm.
that we all
Hmm.
hang out and
Hmm.
interact, and we don't have those problems
We don't.
because
We don't. Absolutely not.
again
It's
we're
very family oriented
yeah, and
too.
it's
It's
grown. It's
less
very
of a
grown up.
friend group. Is more like
It's
family.
a family. When we get
So
together,
yeah,
we're doing things. Hey, I'm
holidays,
bringing
like
the dish for the holiday. We're doing this.
celebrations,
We
like,
go out to
yeah.
eat
Hmm.
together, and we're doing stuff. I know your kids. You know my kids.
Hmm. Hmm.
But if we were the same age and have the same things going, and all our friends were,
Yeah. If we just met as 30-year-old and we were dating each other and we were sitting
but
here,
imagine,
I understand that
imagine
we
if
would
you
have
hung
those
out with other
problems.
30
Hmm.
year old single people, and
Hmm.
we're married. Because I would be up like, yeah, my boys want to go to the
Hmm.
club.
And I'll be mad at
You'd
you.
be pissed off. Because it's and if you like, yeah, all my girls, they single,
Yeah.
so every
It's my girl
on
birthday. We
Saturday
going
we going
out.
out. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
we not because we're grown.
Yeah.
We're
Hmm.
grown.
We
Like,
live a very different
yeah.
lifestyle. Yeah.
So that's the under that. Yeah,
And
you
that's
get
the
it.
differential right there. We just are a very different lifestyle.
Yeah, you
I understand what other 30-year-olds are doing, but that doesn't mean I have to do it. And
yeah.
vice versa.
As
Uh-huh.
you grow up, you
Mhm.
just gotta see the
Mhm.
world for what it is.
Absolutely.
Um. All right, what we had.
Um, I kind of wanted to go into as well, like, from that aspect, the
Mm-hmm.
boundaries that need to be set as well. Um, because again, yeah, boundaries within relationships and boundaries within friendships. You
All
know.
right. So,
Mhm.
girl code, violation or not? I'm gonna throw these out there.
All right, let's do this little gamey game.
She starts dating your ex.
That's a violation.
You ain't got no ex. She becomes besties with a girl you can't stand.
Friends with the ops, violation.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Friends with dog. She didn't invite you to her girls trip because she knew your energy would mess up the vibe.
um, I could take it both ways.
Speak on.
So you say, all right, I'm a married woman. You told me it's a bunch of single girls going on a girls trip. I'm not gonna do the same things y'all do. I might go home early, all that stuff, etc. Out of respect, yes. Now you say I'm gonna kill the vibe, like I'm corny or something like that. That's a violation.
She posts a fire group photo, but you look a mess, and she still don't delete it.
Now, if she posted and I told her I didn't like it because I look a mess, and she ain't crop me out, ain't put no emoji over my head or anything like that, that's a violation. Now, if she posted and I didn't tell her I didn't like the photo, and I just assumed that she thought I looked a mess, like I thought I looked a mess, then that's on you. Say something or move on. Mhm.
All right, last one.
Mhm.
She stopped talking to you because her boyfriend didn't like you.
Well, why her boyfriend don't like me?
I'm just saying, maybe he was like, oh, she bougie or something, or he just didn't like your vibe with you.
So I think it depends on the reason why he ain't like me. If he ain't like me because I was telling her that he wasn't nothing of substance, then that's controlling. Now, if he didn't like me because I'm wilding and I'm bringing her to do the wild shit, then that's he right on that.
So
So
what
it
if it
depends.
what if it wasn't you personally, but it's talking about this like a
Okay.
red flag, and
Mhm.
the the boyfriend is like, yo, I don't like your friend. Like it's just something about her. She be doing too much.
You're doing too much how? Like I'm wilding or like I'm loud or it depends on what the what is,
He like, she always calling you in the middle of the night. She always all she got is problems with her.
Then set your boundaries. As a woman, set your boundaries. That's on you.
But as
That's
his
on you.
girlfriend, they've been together for 2 years.
Mhm.
Should she stop talking to that friend or not?
Set your boundaries. Be clarify. Say, hey, girl, don't call me at 9 o'clock at night with some BS. Or don't all like all you calling me. You just calling me with the negative stuff. Like, what about the good? How about ask about how I'm doing and all that stuff? Like, if you don't set those boundaries, you can't assume that somebody know that they violating boundaries if you don't say this is a boundary, don't cross it, and if you cross it, there are consequences,
So
right?
should she stop talking to you or not?
If she set those boundaries and you cross those boundaries, yes, it's a consequence. Make sense?
I do. It does
All
make
right.
listen.
What
One
about
more.
you? One more? Okay. Last one.
She airs out your personal business in front of her man.
So it depends how somebody goes about airing out your
Yeah, girls
business.
can never just answer the question.
I'm about to answer it, right? Um Now if I'm talking to you as a resource,
Mm-hmm.
like I need guidance on how to help my friend, that's different. Now if I am talking shit about my friend
No, he just said she just airing out like
and airing it
she
out,
just put out she
I
just
mean,
talking about.
girls got to realize that their man is like they above your friends at the end of the day.
If you tell
That's
something
somebody
to
who
you,
you are being intimate with.
if
Like
you
that is
tell something
above
to a girl,
friendship.
they probably going to end
Yeah,
up.
I'm probably telling my man. My
Yeah,
man probably know people intimate stuff
I don't
other
know
than
all of it. No,
other than like
I do.
something very very crazy. But I mean, I've told him before like some crazy stuff, people having affairs or what I'm saying. We've had different like things happening, in the workplace and stuff
I
like
mean,
he know
naturally,
it
we're going to
all.
have the conversations,
Yeah.
if we
Yeah.
had a healthy
Now if
conversation.
you go on Facebook saying my wife's friend such and
Yeah,
such
that's wild.
is then that's wild.
That's definitely wild.
You want to do a couple?
If you got some,
All right. Let's do a guy code violation or not. All right. He never told you your girl was wilding out at a party.
my girl ain't going to the port, but yeah, that's violation.
It's a violation. But it's not his business though. How
Yeah,
do you feel about that? If
I
somebody
mean,
said it ain't his business.
I mean, I get it. I believe in minding your business, but um, yeah, I think for guys it's just a little different. Like, yo, you gonna let your guy know
Hmm.
if he making a bad decision. Like, yo, don't be
Yeah,
out
you're
here with a
right.
girl I seen her doing like,
Mm. Yeah.
we need to know.
He tried to outshine you in front of a girl you were trying to bag.
Um, no, I think that's what you're supposed to do. I guess I think that's a
You think
natural
so?
thing. Like when guys get around girls, they naturally try to shine the most.
Hmm.
That's
But what if he came up to you like, this is a girl I'm talking to. We're gonna meet her at the club. You know what
oh
I'm
yeah, yeah,
saying?
no, that's a
Oh, what about
violation.
that?
That's a
Oh yeah.
violation. But yeah,
He a snake.
yeah. If he know that's your love interest, then yeah.
He owes you money, but he's out here buying new shoes and
Knock him
posting.
out. Give me my money. Take the shoe. What size them shoes is? Give me my goddamn shoe.
Oh, that's funny. And one more. We'll do one more. Um, He told the group chat something you said in confidence.
Yeah, that's violation. But
Think about it.
that's violation.
You think so?
Yeah.
What if it's something he had a true concern? You confide in him, it's a true concern, something safety wise.
Yeah, then let the homies know.
Yeah.
Yeah, come save me. See, that's why that's a hard one too, because
Uh-huh.
it's usually nothing that I'm gonna say to one friend that I'm not gonna say to
To
everybody.
all of them.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, I probably if I said something, I probably said it in the group chat anyway.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I
Mhm.
need $20. All y'all know I need $20. You ain't the only one know I need $20. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Yeah. All right, it's funny.
yeah, that is funny. But anyway, I think this was a interesting episode
Mhm.
because we got to get into a bit of a, I wouldn't call it a debate,
Mhm.
but like a show of like
Your side versus my
versus my
side.
side, and
Mhm.
it is real. But we still came to
Mhm.
agreement of like of what it is,
Mhm.
you know.
Mhm.
So do you think that we came to a do you think we came to agreement at the end of the day when it comes to
Um
the female friendships and stuff like that?
well, I think we both understand that female friendships and male friendships are very different.
Yes.
They're governed very differently. Like it's a very different dynamic overall.
Hmm.
So girls are emotional and men are more logical, right? Girls compete and they hurt each other, they stab each other in the back with words and that sort of thing. Men compete and it almost is a light that ignites for a bigger purpose
Hmm.
per se. So I think that we just highlighted the difference between both friendship groups and really highlight, just how both work. They
Yeah.
don't work the same. Like we
No.
can't hold them in the same light. It's not the same thing,
Yeah, and
you
naturally,
know. Mhm.
and like to put it in
Mhm.
all together
Mhm.
is that female friendships works works best in bite-sized pieces.
Yeah.
You know, from a distance, like we have to have a clear purpose,
Mhm.
stuff like that. Because if not, we're gonna be fighting for territory because
Basically, yeah. Mhm.
the competitive nature is different.
Yeah, it's
And
very
for
different.
guys, it still has to be in pieces as you grow up, but you have to serve a purpose to be a part of
Mhm.
this friend
Mhm.
group,
Mhm.
and that's why guys are able to be a little more harsh with each other and
Mhm.
stuff because we just like, look, I want you to be a better version of yourself, selfishly because I need you to help me, and
Mhm.
if you can't help me, you got to go, and we need to replace you with
Mhm.
somebody who can help me in this group.
Mhm.
So, at the end of the day, whether it's a female or male friendship relationship, you gotta serve a purpose for the group
Mhm.
and um, understanding what the group role is in general
Mhm.
is going to help it all out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and for women, I feel like very minimal friend groups are that same way.
Yeah.
And the ones that are that way, it's a diamond in the rough. Because most female relationships are of associates per se
Mhm.
because of that. You know what I'm saying? It's you serve you may say serve a purpose, but um at the same time, I still got to be on top, if that makes sense,
No, it
right?
does, and
So it's knock you down a peg so I can be at the top.
but it's a
Mhm.
like I said, it's still like for example, you and your high school friends,
Mhm.
right? Y'all got together last week
Mhm.
after not seeing each other for years, pretty
Mhm.
much,
Mhm.
and it was still love.
Mhm.
And but it's because y'all know that hey, we're distant, we all have our own lives, we're doing
Mhm.
stuff, but that bond was made
Mhm.
as like kids.
Mhm. Mhm.
Everybody has their own thing going, but it's
Mhm.
no there's no ill will there.
Yeah.
And I think that regardless, like if we lived around each other, if we
It's
was all
because there's
there,
no competition.
right, there you
Think
go. That's
about
what I'm
it,
saying.
right?
There's no reason
We
to
all hang
compete.
around the same men. There's nobody we're competing with. We know who each other are dating. You know, um, when we all uplift each other. Like we're on an equal playing field at the end of the day,
Yeah.
and we make each other feel that way. But when you're establishing new friendships, it's not that way. You have to prove that to that person. And I think that's what the difference is. It's like if I sit here and I make a different connection with somebody else as another potential female friend, I have to prove to them that I'm not going to be after you. I'm not going to backstab you. I'm not trying to be the prettiest. You know, we might have to go through some things to figure out how we're going to act in different situations, you know. Um,
But like
but that's why.
but
Uh huh.
also with that same thing I brought up is that y'all goals are aligned as well,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
you know each other. Like they're not gonna. They know what you don't like
Mhm.
doing or what you
Mhm.
don't do because they know you
They respect
and they
it.
respect those
They
boundaries.
have they
So they're
have
not gonna ask
boundaries.
you to
Yeah.
do something you don't do, right?
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
again, y'all have common goals, like
Mhm.
whether it's the sports that we did or whatever it is, like
Mhm.
we're aligned in what we
Yeah.
want to do when we
Absolutely.
grow up or whatever it is. So
Mhm.
that's why that dynamic works.
Mhm.
But if
Mhm.
again, if you don't serve a purpose to the group,
Mhm.
it ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
Relationships.
Mhm.
I think that was fun.
Yeah. That was fun.
I liked it.
Mhm.
I liked it.
Mhm.
A little
Yeah.
rah.
It's
You know.
a
What
good
else we
little
got coming?
podcast. Um, I kind of wanted to touch a little bit on gaslighting.
Okay, I don't really know what that means.
Okay.
I mean, speak on it because you hear it so much,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like you always hear the word
Mhm.
gaslighting and stuff like
Mhm.
that. Just give me a
So when
just
you
talk about
usually hear about somebody saying I was gaslit, it's usually between a female and a man, right?
it. Okay.
A man gaslit me, meaning like he made me believe his intention was one way when it was obviously a different way, right? So that's what gaslighting is, right? Um, but not enough gaslighting is talked about in a friendship aspect, right? Um, who do you think gaslights more, women or men?
I'm trying to be. I mean, men gaslight because they're just like, okay, all right, I'm taking you on a date, but at the end of the day, they know what they want.
Mhm,
Like
mhm, mhm,
it's not
mhm,
to find out your favorite color is, you know. But women do the same thing where
mhm,
women know if they like you or not the
mhm.
first 5 minutes of the
But
conversation.
do you feel like intentions are usually clear between both groups?
No, no, because if you don't understand that if you getting flued out to Miami to the NBA player house, some girl getting there,
Mhm,
and she thinks she's acting like she don't know that his
mhm,
intentions are, you know, pleasure,
mhm,
then she's crazy. So she
mhm,
knows what the
mhm.
intentions are. Um, so I
So in
think
that
her
case,
even
who's gaslighting,
the
her or
girl
him?
gaslight.
Okay.
The
Okay.
girl's gaslight because she
Okay.
knows what she getting on that plane to do, and to be get there and be like, what?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I would say that both equally gaslight, but women are more susceptible to it because they're emotional, right? Women make up they will make up excuses for people that didn't ask for excuses, right? So, for example, oh, he didn't answer my phone call. He must be in the hospital. A girl would lie about something like that. Or, oh, maybe he something emergent came. We were supposed to meet, he ain't meet me. Like girls gaslight each other into excuses. So making excuses for people who didn't ask for excuses is a form of gaslighting. You're gaslighting yourself at the end of the day. Like instead of taking it for face value, like, girl, he didn't really want to meet you, or he didn't really want to he ain't find you interesting.
But see,
Mhm.
I agree, but I don't. You got to realize most guys
Mhm.
are straight up suckers. Like they
Mhm.
don't get it. Like a girl can not text a guy back,
Mhm.
and like all the memes and jokes that guys say. Oh, you text her, she said it takes you back, a day later. Oh, I was asleep.
Mhm.
Like no, she wasn't. Dude.
She was
But the dude,
gaslighting you by saying
the
that though.
dude to believe it though,
Yeah.
because they don't get all this attention that
Mhm.
girls think they get.
Mhm.
Where the girls, she she can text anybody she wants. She can talk
Mhm.
whatever they want. So I don't believe that they are so easily
You don't
miscreant.
think
They're usually
women
the ones who don't respond to the guy. It's not the other way
Mhm.
around. Like most
Mhm.
guys are trying to text 10 girls and getting a
Mhm.
response from one. Where most girls is not responding
Mhm.
to 9 dudes and responding to the one guy.
Mhm. But what I guess I'm really saying is like you hear that all the time. Women are like, "Oh, he gaslit me." Narcissism, gaslighting, all like they
It's a
put it all in
emotion.
the
I
same.
think it's an emotional
Yeah.
argument. That's
It's
why you end up
yeah.
with a T app.
Mhm.
Like, why you think guys didn't get together and say, we need to make this app to
Mhm.
and put on here why we got
Mhm.
who played us on this app and
Mhm.
make sure that we're safe around all these girls who've been playing with our heart and stealing
Playing
our
with our heart.
money. And I took her to Chipotle 10 times. Like, and she still ain't,
She got the extra protein.
imagine if they had an app, right?
Uh-huh.
Where the dude said, did you take this woman on a date?
Mhm.
And they like, yeah, I took her to.
Girls would be mad.
But think about it.
They'll
Yeah,
be
I took her
pissed.
to Olive Garden. Yeah, I took her to Ruth
Yeah.
Chris. Yeah, I did. It'll be 30
Yeah.
Jones that out here getting paid.
She had a
Like,
works worth of
yeah,
meals for free.
yeah, man, like it's crazy. Like,
Fine dining and
if a dude
everything.
can gaslight you that easy, he'll be over here like, hey, let's get together for lunch, and then get there and be like, oh, you paying, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, these dudes is working hard to try to get a girl off of
Uh-huh.
Tinder or whatever like that. Um, so yeah, I don't think that the guy, most guys have the ability to even
Mhm.
gaslight.
Mhm.
Now, is there that 1% of men
Mhm.
who are NFL players
Mhm.
and these NBA players and this and that? Can
Mhm.
they do whatever they want? Yes, because
Mhm.
they're the ones that the girls want.
Mhm.
But the average Joe around here
Mhm.
ain't gaslighting shit. The only gaslight he got is the light in his car.
Uh-huh. So how come, I don't know, how come some girls be like, well, he wasn't really they was separate. They were separated.
That's not gaslighting, that's lying. That is a dude
That's what
lying.
gaslighting is though. Is
But
lying with
but
the intent of not actually
not every
doing something.
again, not every man can do that.
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
that dude that he said they were separated, he's married with kids, is
Mhm.
because he's the type that can get chose to be married in the first
Mhm.
place.
Mhm.
So of course, again, he's the 1%
Mhm.
that she's going for. But she's not going to tell you that she's also texting all these other guys.
Mhm.
She's just going to be like, "Oh, this one dude broke my heart." I'm like, "Well, what are you talking to? Like, what
3
happened to
other
the other
dudes,
dudes?"
yeah.
And
Did
they're
you
not
just
going to
go on
talk
a
about
date?
them.
Yeah. Mhm.
They're only going to tell you about the one guy who they were actually interested in
Mhm.
that was like, "I'm not really that interested in you."
Right.
So they call
Mhm.
that gaslighting. Don't tell me, I'm not saying some people don't get gaslit, but again, we can't act like
Mhm.
all these dudes just run around here gaslighting people,
Mhm.
you know?
Right.
But it's a whole bunch of people going out here, getting free meals every
So with
weekend.
that being said, again, who do you think gaslights more,
The
males
girls,
or women?
the
Okay.
women,
Mhm.
for sure.
Mhm. Mhm.
For sure. What about
Yeah.
you?
Um, I would say that I would say a little bit of both. You know what I'm saying? It
But you
depends on
gotta
the
pick one.
situation. Um, so girls for sure lie more to each other because they don't want to hurt each other's feelings. So when I want to speak from a friendship aspect, it's girls lie to each other more. You know, they won't tell each other because they don't want to hurt each other's feelings, and that's the real problem. Is they're not they haven't established a bond where they can truthfully say, hey, that outfit doesn't look as well on you, or that color doesn't look good,
Yeah.
or hey, what you did was wrong. You shouldn't have lied about X, Y, and Z, or I didn't like the way you brought up my situation around that group of friends, whatever it may be. But
Mhm.
girls, they stick that knife a little deeper with the emotional aspect of it, and not saying that men aren't smart enough to be able to do that, but girls just know a little bit where they're sticking a knife. That makes sense.
Like
Hmm.
it. Let's
All
wrap
right.
it up.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up on this podcast. I think it was a good
I
podcast.
think so too. I love the
Hmm.
back and forth and be able to
Yeah.
like actually get into the roots of things,
Yeah. Yeah.
and see it from
Hmm.
two different perspectives.
Yeah.
And that way,
Absolutely.
it's not like, oh yeah, hey, how you it's so cookie cutter. Like,
Yeah.
no, let's get
Hmm.
real.
Yeah. We
This is
have real
real.
discussions.
Absolutely. But hey, again, appreciate y'all tuning in. It's been
Hmm.
a fun couple weeks recording. We
Hmm.
got plenty more to come. Um, so stay tuned. Like,
Hmm.
comment, subscribe.
Absolutely.
Roam the Ruler on Instagram.
Uh huh.
Follow. Click that button.
Hmm.
All right. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for
Welcome.
this discussion.
Ah,
Love
let's
you.
do it. Love you too, Nick.